Good morning, friends. We are continuing our lectures. What is the syllabus left after lockdown period? We are continuing that once. Almost we are starting the bearing topics, and 50% of bearing topics we have covered. And just take a review of this one. The points we discussed today are that is a selection of bearing from manufacturer catalog. Let's look for selection of bearing from catalog, manufacturer's catalog. Okay. You have to follow step-by-step procedure here. Okay. Before going to discuss about the catalog, just few minutes we take the review of this one. So there is the term static load. Static load is nothing but a load acting on the bearing when shaft is stationary, and it produces permanent deformation of the ball. And generally the value of static load capacity is given in by manufacturer catalog in the numericals. Second figure, that is the dynamic load capacity. So generally life of the bearing is expressed by generally millions of revolution, and the bearings are going to fail by fatigue failure. And so dynamic load capacity expressed such that radial load in radial bearing it is axial load in axial thrust bearing, that minimum bearing can complete, minimum life bearing can complete before evidence of first failure. And the assumption we have taken there, bearing that is the inner race is moving and outer race is stationary there. This dynamic load capacity, and there is another term, equivalent load carrying capacity. Equivalent load capacity is nothing but this also during equivalent load capacity what we will discuss. Generally, when the force acting shaft, there are two types of force acting shaft. One is the radial and axial force, and these two forces are assumed to be converted to single hypothetical load, and that is nothing but equivalent dynamic load, which can have the same effect when these two forces, axial and radial forces, act separately. So this is equivalent dynamic load. In another term, that is the life of the bearing. Generally, life of the bearing is expressed that two ways, either in millions of revolution or number of working hours. When machine that is in case of auto vehicle, we have to require that is speed to be varied with your accelerometer. Where the speed is, where in the case where the speed is varying, you have to assume the life of bearing in millions of revolution. And other example, in case of your pump, your centrifugal pump, your generators are there where electric speed of the electric motor remain constant in the whole life of the machine. So their life of the bearing experience working hours. So this is a load life, that is that is life of bearing to be expected. So with this term, static load capacity, dynamic load capacity, equivalent load capacity, and life of the bearing, with this we go for select bearing from manufacturer catalog. The first step in this one, that is determine the forces acting on the shaft, that is radial as the axial force, and from which determine the shaft diameter. So determine the shaft diameter on which bearing is to be fitted. On which bearing is fitted. Okay. Second step, based on the past experience or application, select a type of the bearing. Select type of the bearing. Type of bearings are you know already discussed the different types of bearing, cylindrical roller bearing, tapered bearings, ball bearings are there. Select type of the bearing depending upon the applications. Okay, and while selecting the bearing, you just consider that bearing should be selected from extra light series. Okay, you have always start with the beginning with the extra light series there. So select the type of the bearing, and in the bearing selection, there is a one chart, that is a D diameter. Then this is a diameter of the shaft, this is outside diameter of the bearing, outside diameter of the bearing D. This is the width of the bearing, and the catalog there is a static capacity and dynamic capacity of the C naught is the dynamic, C is the dynamic capacity, C naught is the static capacity, and designation. In that form, bearing is there. And here from which suppose your shaft diameter is 25, So here shaft diameter 25, corresponding shaft diameter, you select the bearing from extra light series. Okay, so like this you have to select the first type of the bearing. Then next, based on the experience, you assume that is a this proof. Next step, assume the life of the bearing. Assuming life of the bearing, that is called as the expected life of the bearing. Life of the bearing based on the applications. So this big bearing like maybe millions of revolution or working hours. Again, you consider that if the speed of the vehicle is varying, speed of the machine varying, assume the life in millions of revolution, and the speed of the machine remain constant, assume the life in the working hours. So this is some guidelines that you will follow. Okay, from that, assume the life of the bearing in level. Next step, determine, assuming, again you have to assume load correction factor, load factor for your applications, for given applications. That is known as a KA, assumed load factor for given application. That is Tyler's table is there. That load factor depends upon source of power and source of given machinery. No doubt this value is given in the your problem or the manufacturer catalog. The problem is that this is given load correction factor. Okay. From that then calculate. Okay. Determine equivalent dynamic load. Okay, how to determine this one formula? P is equal to Ka times X times the Fr plus Y times the Fa. Okay, where K as usual, you assume that is a load factor. X, Fr is a radial force. Fa is an axial force. Okay, and X and Y are the radial and the axial factor from the table. Okay, this is regarding equivalent dynamic load. And after determine equivalent dynamic load, then go for load-like relationships. So next step in this case, shall I remove this for timing? That is sixth step, that is we call determine dynamic capacity. This is formula, this is not working. Now sixth step, that is determine dynamic capacity of the bearing. Dynamic capacity. That is C. Where using a formula, that is L is equal to C by PE raised to small p. Where L is a life in millions of revolution. Millions of revolution. Then C is the dynamic capacity in Newton. Dynamic capacity in Newton. Equivalent dynamic load. And small p is a constant, and it is for ball bearings, and 1/10/3 for taper roller bearings. Okay, so from this expression, you know that you assume the lack of bearing in millions of relation. The C has to determine P already calculate. P either choose 3 or 10/3. From which you can C can be calculated. C can be obtained. And so this life here we are taking millions of revolution. Now if the life in number working hours, the speed of the machine remain constant, this has to be converted into working hours by another formula. Just tell you. What's class time? Equal to 60 times n LH divide 10 raised to 6. 10 raised to 6. That means this life should be millions of revolution. If it is a life in millions of working hours, number of working hours, so where LH is a life in working hours. So first convert this LH into L, then subsequent calculate C. Okay, and once calculated this C is obtained, you compare with the catalog, and what is the actual? This is called actual. C actual. C actual should be less than C given in the catalog. Okay, and while selecting, always start with the extra wide series. See the first and bearing. It doesn't satisfy the condition, go for next series, and it is continued till you are required. The C actual should be obtained. Okay, this is a standard procedure for selection of bearing for matching manufacturing catalog. It is asked for generally 8 marks. Okay, thank you.